Have you ever noticed how drained you feel after opening up to the wrong person? How your plans fall apart the moment you start talking about them? Or how people use your own words against you when you're most vulnerable? You're not alone, and you're not crazy. In a world that celebrates oversharing, silence is power. What you don't say protects you. What you keep private strengthens you. What you endure quietly builds an unshakable core. The ancient Stoics knew this. They lived by a philosophy rooted in restraint, wisdom, and emotional sovereignty. And today, if you want to remain powerful, respected, and untouchable, especially in a noisy world, you must learn the art of not saying too much. Epictetus once said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." He wasn't talking about actual stupidity. He was pointing to the power of being underestimated, of not revealing your hand. In this video, I'm going to share 7 Stoic lessons that will completely change the way you speak, live, and relate to others. These are timeless truths. Each one will teach you how to stop oversharing, build mental toughness, and earn quiet respect without ever raising your voice. Let's begin. 1. Keep your plans to yourself. Seneca once said, "It is more civilized to make fun of life than to bewail it." And he might have added, "It's more powerful to act than to talk." The first Stoic rule for staying untouchable is simple. Keep your goals quiet. Don't announce them. Don't post them. Don't seek validation. Why? Because the moment you speak your plans out loud, especially to people who haven't earned your trust, you invite doubt, envy, and sabotage. You also trick your brain into thinking you've already done the work. Modern psychology backs this up. Talking about your goals can give you the same dopamine rush as achieving them. But it's fake progress. You get the reward without the results. The Stoics understood that external noise is a trap. When you share too early, you invite resistance. When you move in silence, you remain focused. Private goals are protected goals. So next time you're working on something big, whether it's building a business, writing a book, losing weight, or changing your life, don't talk, work. Let your results announce you, because silence is your shield. 2. Let results speak, not words. Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. Epictetus, talk is cheap, it always has been. You don't need to convince anyone of who you are. You don't need to justify your decisions. The world doesn't need another person shouting into the void. What the world respects is results. The Stoics believed that action is the purest form of speech, that who you are is revealed not through what you say, but by how you live. You don't have to tell people you're disciplined. Wake up early, show up, be consistent. You don't have to preach about self-control. Remain calm while others lose their heads. You don't have to defend your values. Let your boundaries speak for you. In modern life, people are addicted to announcing every improvement. I'm cutting off fake friends. I'm focusing on myself. I'm in my healing era. All of this is noise. Let your transformation happen in silence. Let them wonder why you're glowing. Let them feel your distance. Let them see the results and be confused. Why? Because when you talk, you give them a target. When you stay silent, you give them nothing to attack. Live your truth. Don't post it. 3. Emotions are sacred. Don't broadcast them. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength." You know what's weak in today's culture? Overexposure. Every emotional wound turned into content. Every heartbreak, every trigger, every insecurity made public. But the Stoics believed that emotions are sacred, and sacred things deserve protection. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings. It means mastering them, understanding them, letting them move through you without needing to perform for an audience. A Stoic is not emotionless. He's emotionally disciplined. The more you reveal your emotional state to the wrong people, the more power they have over you. If they know what hurts you, they can use it. If they know what excites you, they can manipulate it. So protect your emotional landscape like a kingdom. You're allowed to feel deeply. You're allowed to cry. You're allowed to rage and grieve. Just don't turn your healing into a stage show. The best healing happens in private. The strongest people cry behind closed doors. Don't hand out your heart to the unworthy. Keep it sacred. 4. Privacy is power. You don't owe the world access to your inner life. You don't have to explain why you're quiet, why you left, or why you're evolving. As Zeno said, silence is a safer course, for any discussion may go astray and become evil. The fewer people know about your daily thoughts, routines, relationships, and ambitions, the more control you maintain over your reality. In an era where everyone's broadcasting their business, your silence becomes magnetic, mysterious, respectable, powerful. People fear what they cannot read, and they cannot read you. If you've learned the Stoic skill of detachment through privacy, don't confuse being private with being antisocial. You can be kind, warm, generous, and still protect your space. You can be open-hearted and still selective. You don't have to share every detail of your life just because others are loud about theirs. 5. Not everyone deserves access. If you hand out VIP passes to everyone, no one will value the access. Stoics taught that inner peace depends on healthy boundaries. You are not cold for keeping your circle small. You are not rude for valuing your peace. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The tranquility that comes when you stop caring what they say, or think, or do only what you do. That is the essence of this lesson." Selective access equals emotional safety. You don't owe your time, energy, or emotional bandwidth to people just because they ask for it. Your attention is a gift. Your presence is a privilege. Protect it. Be kind, but guarded. Be warm, but watchful. And remember, you can love people from a distance. 6. Learn to observe without reacting. This is one of the rarest Stoic traits, emotional detachment through observation. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Most people react immediately. Someone offends them, they lash out. Someone challenges them, they defend. Someone posts a subtle jab, they respond. But a Stoic observes, pauses, processes, decides, not reacts. Why is this powerful? Because when you stop reacting, you take back control. No one can manipulate you. No one can drag you into drama. No one can steer your ship except you. Practice watching people without judging. Let them be loud. Let them reveal themselves. Let them believe you're unaffected, because still waters run deep and still minds cannot be shaken. 7. Master the art of withholding. You don't have to fill every silence. You don't have to reveal everything about yourself just to make others comfortable. Epictetus once said, "Nature gave us one tongue and 2 ears, so we could listen twice as much as we speak." Withholding is not deception, it's discipline. You can nod, smile, and say little. Let others reveal themselves. Let them talk too much. Let them feel the need to impress. While you watch, while you learn, while you hold your power quietly. In a loud room, the quiet one holds the most tension. In a world of oversharing, the one who withholds commands the most respect. Try this. Next time someone asks what you're working on, say, "I'm just focusing on staying consistent." That's it. You don't owe them your blueprint. Speak less, move wisely, withhold strategically, and watch your influence grow. Finally, stay mysterious. Mystery is power. When people can't figure you out, they respect you more. When you're unpredictable, they treat you carefully. When they don't know your next move, they don't know how to stop it. Because mystery doesn't just protect you, it elevates you. You become unforgettable. So what have we learned? We live in an age of noise, of constant updates, of oversharing, over-talking, over-explaining. But the Stoics offer us another path, a path of restraint, privacy, strength in silence. Each of these 7 lessons teaches you one thing. The less they know, the less they can control. The quieter you become, the more powerful you grow. The more you withhold, the more you protect. Stoic silence isn't weakness. It's a sharpened sword, a disciplined mind, a strategy for those who no longer want to be manipulated, misunderstood, or emotionally exposed. Let's recap. Keep your plans to yourself. Let your results speak. Protect your emotions. Guard your privacy. Be selective with your energy. Observe without reacting. Withhold strategically. Stay mysterious. Now here's a challenge for you. For the next 30 days, try living like a Stoic. Pull back from social media. Say less in conversations. Let people wonder where you've gone and what you're working on. Give no explanations, just results. And watch what happens. Your confidence will rise. Your peace will return. And your power will become untouchable. If this video spoke to you, let me know in the comments which Stoic lesson hit you the hardest. And if you want more deep, powerful content like this, subscribe and join our tribe. Because in this noisy world, the quiet ones always rise.